This is day 109. I was thinking about reflection, about some things that I have done in the past and some things that I reflected upon while having a conversation with one of my friends. And sometimes we start thinking how we are victim of the circumstance. Now, I'm not saying that I have just seen in other people. Actually, I have experienced it. I have done that myself. Start blaming about and you don't realize when you're doing it. You're like, okay, you're in the right position, but when someone else does it in front of you, you actually go back into that reflection that I used to do the same thing. And so what is the reason behind that? Because it is a very common behavior to feel like I'm a victim to the circumstance. I'll explain with an example. I might have cleared, I got two teams list. I worked very hard, and I was just, for example, I will give an analogy of cricket and not to share too much about my personal scenario here. But for example, in a game of cricket, if I'm batting and I batted the whole day in during that test match. It was a hot day. I worked hard to get those 99 runs. I was running around like crazy, and it was 40 degrees Celsius. And then, when it was just one run short, because of some situation, they, they said that okay, this match is not going ahead. They draw the match, right? At 99 runs. They said there's bad lighting or something. It happens all the time in Test cricket. So when that happens, I can't start blaming, oh, I've worked so hard and then now this has happened. Because, and this situation is not in my control. I was, I can do self reflection here. I can start thinking, okay, I might have worked a little harder. I might have started running faster during the, after the lunch session, something like this. So it is the same scenario with life. Right now, I think there are many people at extraordinarily high achieving level, and they fell prey to this. The reason is because actually they are right. They have done everything right, and I'm talking about the COVID scenario where people have worked their ass off. They have built up the businesses. They have, the small businesses. If you want to talk about, they are working day and night, maybe 2 years prior to the pandemic hits. And suddenly pandemic hits in Australia, lockdowns, and then self-lockdown. So it just creates that situation for everyone. I'll just move something on my screen. Okay. It just creates that situation where everyone starts believing that they are victim to the circumstance, to the destiny, fate. But the reality is, we don't do self-reflection. Now, I am a very introspecting person. I'm a very self-reflective, give self-reflection most of the time. But I did not think on this point. I always used to yank about it. I'm like, nah, I have done the best thing ever, and I have done this and that. Now, when I start doing my self-reflection, there are so many negative loopholes. The what they call the rear view mirror. What they call the blind zone that I wasn't catching. Now, once I have started reflecting, I'm seeing everything. I see all my mistakes where I did everything, and I'm like, okay, that's so easy. That was so easy to figure out why you missed what you missed. So from now on, I think, and that's where the answers lie. No one can give answers outside of that. Once we start taking ownership of our decisions, I think that's the point where we start cracking up the bigger worlds of life. So now I have begun that journey where I'm taking ownership, not just self reflecting. I'm taking ownership of decisions, good or bad, that I have made in the past, and moving on with them so that I can navigate my life better from this point onwards. At the end of the day, we are product of our decisions. There are some things we decide that we have to do at specific point of time, and if we don't do it at that particular time, we miss the bus. So nail the point, nail the time. Thank you.